Hi guys, my name is Henry Tenby. Welcome to this edition of Model Moment. If you're watching for the first time, be sure to set your clocks. You can watch our videos as they stream for the very first time. They premiere every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. Pacific time. And of course you can watch later, but I'll be there on the right-hand column to interact with you and answer questions live as you watch the video. So here we are. This is our, in my opinion, a gorgeous model. This is our Nemoto DC-8-63. It is dating from the early 1970s, this model. It's made of resin, and they were produced by Nemoto of Japan, probably for the airline, and they were also sold at hobby shops and stores in Japan back in the 1970s. The accuracy of this model is absolutely terrific. I'm going to show you actually how big the model is. It's not that big a model. This is a ruler, and so that's 12 plus another 6. So it's about 18 inches nose to tail. I would put the scale somewhere in the 1/44th range, thereabouts. And it comes mounted with the original Nemoto blue metal stand. And there is I don't know if you can quite see it, there's a ball joint attachment there. This model is one of my favorite Nemoto models. Like all Nemotos, they're just so accurate. If you can have a look, the tops of the wings are beautifully scribed. Well, they're not scribed, they're cast that way. Nemoto's castings were just so accurate. And I'll give you a nice close-up view of the engines. You can see there's also great under-wing surface detail as well. And the cheat lines on these models, here, it's not actually a decal. These are painted with templates. Same with the windows. They're not decals. They're actually hand painted. And the cheat lines also, they're not decals. It's all hand paint work. Look at the tail. Very nice and accurate, actually. So this model is definitely one of my favorite models. They often appear broken because they're resin, and they've come in contact with hard surfaces over the years, and they've had to be repaired. So finding one that's not in a state of repairs is quite a special thing. Some people don't like Nemoto models because they're wood or resin and they're only fixated on metal models. That's not me. I love Nemoto models, and I place a high value on these models. If you have any Nemoto models, I'd love to see pictures or videos or comments or descriptions of what you have. You can attach pictures and videos in the comments section. I'd love to see that. Now, if you're interested in learning more about Nemoto models, you might be interested in checking out my book. I wrote this guide. It's the Aircraft Display Model Collector, Investor, and Appraisal Guide, and you can purchase your own copy on my website, henrytenby.com, and you'll learn a lot about Nemoto models. Mr. Nemoto even provided a section about his company that he wrote himself and sent to me to include in the book. So that's kind of a unique thing. In terms of value, these models are, I would classify on the more expensive side. For me, I would put the value of a model like this in certainly the 300 plus range. Some might value it more. And I'm always looking to buy and trade Nemoto models. And I do have some Nemoto models that I can trade as well. So if you have a model, a Nemoto, and are interested in trading, please do get in touch with me. This model is absolutely perfect. I mean, if you look at the lines on it, you look at the angles, they're all where they should be. And there's nothing cartoon or character-like with this model. So I hope you've enjoyed this edition of Model Moment, and I hope you've enjoyed my World Airways DC-8-63 and 888WA. It would be typically seen in Honolulu and the US West Coast. They did military charters on behalf of the US government, as well as Sunseeker flights as well, both to Europe and to Hawaii. In closing, I should point out that Nemoto prepared models for World's entire fleet. I think they did the DC-10, the DC-8, 747, and the 727. I've seen all of them over the number of years that I've been collecting these models, and they're all really gorgeous models. So stay tuned. I look forward to seeing you in the next edition of Model Moment. If you have a moment, please do give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. I would love to see your comments. Happy collecting, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next edition of Model Moment.